You're
Did we
live.
lock the door?
No, and I should probably do that.
Hello, we're live. Immediately, we're leaving.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Gonna go get ice cream.
Not in this weather.
Too true. We have something better than that today. We have seasonally appropriate treats.
And seasonally inappropriate conversation. No, wait. Never mind.
Anywho, Mulled Wine. Yes, I was about to say something, then I forgot.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I guess.
It's about that time, eh,
Oh,
chaps?
yeah. Just regarding shop and stuff, I was about to say yes. Yes, we should close and lock the door and turn off the lights and stuff like that because, yeah, I'm getting that classic, like, yesterday and today people showing up with stuff to book in for repair. And I'm just like, it is days before Christmas. No, come back in January, you know. Like, yeah.
You are too late.
Yeah, like when it's like some quick and simple stuff, but like people coming in with like major breakages, broken hinges, like and computers that are like dead or have major faults kind of thing. Like if someone's got something where it's just like, oh, I've got, you know, just a virus or something, I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. We'll get that. We can rush that through for you. Because you know.
Oh yeah. What do you know? We're flashing.
Oh, flickering. Yeah. Yeah. Fix it.
What? Why is there a plate in your e-waste?
Well, it's on top of the Stollen cake.
Oh!
So then when we want it, I can be like, ha! Stollen cake. I'm prepared.
I'm not.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, this period is what I call the Christmas wash, which is where I'm basically just trying to get everything out the door. But yes, and like if people have got like some quick things to do, have you changed anything?
Yes, has that stopped flashing?
Yeah, that seems to be good. Yeah. Yeah.
Become brighter.
It was extremely subtle. It was like out by a fraction or something like that.
It was a 1/80th shutter speed.
Yeah.
So obviously
100th.
Yeah. It was just like, oh yes.
Yeah. How do you steal a cake? Oh. Anyway.
With a knife. That's not a knife.
Give me a knife. This is a K-cup. Right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So Christmas wash. People still bringing in stuff, and I'm like, no, go away. Come back in January. So yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah, I got a couple of bits that I didn't get finished on time, which is slightly annoying because I started working on them and I'm like, oh my god, why is this still here? You know, this should have been an easy one. But yeah, I'll be in on Tuesday and I will hopefully kick them out then. But yeah, one of them is this laptop and the other one is another laptop. But the other laptop I've just written off today anyway. So because it's a 2016 laptop with a Intel M5 1.1 gigahertz CPU in it.
Woohoo!
And I think it's blown up. I think it's blown up as secondary rail because it won't detect SSDs, and I think the SSD is just not getting power. And when I opened up the laptop, one of the lines going through the ribbon cable to the trackpad had melted. So it looks like there's been a power event in it at some point that has just blown out a line. And it looks like it's like some aux rail that is doing like, you know, M.2 power and trackpad power and stuff like that. And so then I was like,
good afternoon, sir or madam. Can I interest you in a latitude?
Basically that. I looked up. I was like, okay, what's the spec of this thing? Because it's one of those Asus laptops that still looks
It's one of those things that's going to be either this is awful or
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's just
because it kind of looks okay.
That's it. It's, you know, that looks fine. It looks like a modern laptop. However, you know, it's an M5, but I'm like, okay, what M5 is it? And I'm like, no, it's 6th gen, and the laptop's date is August 2016. So it's just like, it's 9 years old. No. What are we doing? No, we're done. We're done here. We're not doing board repair on a 9-year-old laptop. Get out of here. You know, back up the data, get out, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. Dana, thank you for the $10. Loved your long form video this week. Your pedagogy, help me.
I don't know.
Okay.
Pedagogy
is easy for beginners to learn and enjoy.
I believe that means style.
I would get that from the context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly method. I don't know. But yes, we'll certainly go with compliment.
Yes. Teaching style. Yes. But yes, thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to dress up this video a bit more, but like I was low on energy and stuff like that, so I didn't.
I haven't seen it somehow. Like just.
I mean, it's an hour long, so
it was just at the wrong time.
Yeah, it's one of those videos where like it's not a strong performer, but it's an hour long, so I wasn't expecting it to be.
Yeah.
But also it's one of those videos where I'm just like, I know this is an hour long, which is too long, and I talk slowly and I waffle. However, not all of my videos, but sometimes I want videos like this to exist because there is a subset of people who want me to go slowly and you know, there are some people who are like, please explain this to me like I'm 5. So here's the video where I explain it to you like you're 5, you know. And yeah, there are people who want that to exist, and so I feel like I'm fulfilling that requirement. And like there was some guy in the comments that are just like, this is too long and you speak really slowly and YouTube is money grubbers and won't let me watch it on high speed. I'm like, my guy, you can watch at 2x speed without YouTube Premium. If you need a video higher than 2x speed, that's a you problem. And yes, I'm calling you out on this, but still, you know. Anyway, the point is,
it's for all the people who talk a lot and don't say much.
I like to think I am not too bad at that.
Yeah, there are lots of people where you just put the video on 3x and you're just like, oh, you made a point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do talk slowly because I'm trying to talk while perform board repair and explain at the same time. That's a high mental workload as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
However, also like in the edit, I do actually do my best to cut stuff, and there are times where I will cut sentences because I'm like, I've just said that in different words, you know. So, you know, yeah.
That must be so disheartening sometimes when you're just kind of doing your edit and you're just like, wow, I repeat myself so much. I say that in so many ways.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. The main thing that annoys me is I guess you could call it a vocal tick or something that annoys me, is that I will often start a new paragraph or a new section with, okay, so, and I will say that multiple times through a video because there are times where I will talk for a bit, then do something, that gets fast forwarded, and then I start talking and go, okay, so, and for me, because a video gets recorded across anything from a 2 to 4 hour time period, sometimes even I come back to it the next day if I was doing it in the evening and came back the next day kind of thing. So for me, it's really difficult to avoid that because it's a long time period. But when you condense that down into a video that's less than an hour long, the okay so's start coming out thick and fast, you know. And again, I will do my best to edit those out as well. And sometimes I can do that, but there are other times where just because of the tone of voice or the pacing of the voice, you just can't edit that out without like a smash cut is where you suddenly cut off. What would be the point where you suddenly cut in kind of thing? I'm not sure, but yeah.
Smash paste.
Whatever, yeah. Anyway. But yes, but yeah, no, I don't mind too much because also, you know, I'm fully aware of the fact that I waffle a lot, and also when you're ad-libbing, it is very difficult to stay on point and precise, which is why when I'm doing specific topic stuff now, I'm like, no, we're scripting. Because I can say in 10 minutes from a script what it will take me half an hour to say ad-libbed. And that kind of time compression is just too good not to be using, you know. Okay, so use okay so more than often. Yeah. More than occasionally. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I'm not offended by people who watch me on high speed, suffice to say. But also, I think what annoys me is when people come in and they say, when someone comes in and complains that a video that advertises itself as a long form video and says this is too long, I'm like, then this is not the video for you, my guy. You're clicking on a long form video and complaining that it's long. You're in the wrong house, my guy. You know. So yeah.
A style that I've noticed recently on some channels is having a long form video that's like 45, 50-ish minutes long. But each video is very clearly stitched together 7-minute videos. Where it will have the ad break trail off, the comeback from the ad break kind of thing. And I'm like, you've just repeated the paragraph that you've just said, but now you're using a couple of different words.
I'm not opposed to people like doing season videos or whatever. However, you need to recut it as appropriate. Like you know, if you're starting a new episode with a summary of the previous thing, that bit needs to get cut out. You know, so yeah, I would agree with that. Because I'm not opposed to the concept of people doing that, but yes, please edit your videos as appropriate. Otherwise, it does extremely feel very. Otherwise, that feels very hacky. Because like, one of the big reasons for doing that is for people who are falling asleep to YouTube, or people who are just wanting long form talking videos on in the background while they play a game or something like that. I'm one of those people. I like to put on long form video essays while I'm just playing a game or something like that. So yeah, I'm 100% okay with that, but like, be classy about it. Don't make it really obvious that you're trying to capitalize on people falling asleep to talking voices, you know.
And he just kept talking in one long unbroken sentence, moving from topic.
I like to savor Graham in real time. Yeah, I generally don't watch stuff on higher speed. I don't know, because as soon as stuff is on higher speed, I have to focus on it a bit more. There are one or two exceptions, though. Like, there are a couple of YouTubers that I watch that I will watch at 125%, so or 1.25. I think if I don't watch my own content because I've already seen it multiple times while creating it.
Funnily enough, I was there.
Yeah. However, I'm 99%. I think I would watch me at 1.25.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, "Lol, I watch you at 2x" kind of thing, or 3x or whatever. I'm like, cool, fine, good for you. That's, you know. But for me, I don't watch people on high speed. But I would. There are a couple of people, and I would watch me at 1.25. So yeah.
It's also for me, I tend to watch like podcasts and things like that at 1.5 or 1.75, just because they're not scripted.
Yes.
So the rate of speech is slower.
Yes.
And it's more meandering and so on. So you're kind of hunting for the point.
Yeah. Right. All right. People are talking about mechanical keyboards as well, and yeah, for cheap mechanical keyboards, the Royal Kludge, or just, basically Chinese AliExpress hot swap keyboards, just have a browse around. You can pick up stuff really cheap, and they're all hot swap, so you can swap out the switches to your heart's content. So yeah, and they're fine. They're not the best keyboards, but considering you can find nice stuff for less than $100, I think that's very reasonable. You get what you pays for, but when you're paying less than $100 for it, I'm not super, like I recently bought a new one, and yeah, it feels a bit cheap. The casing feels a bit cheap and plasticky, but the switches, apart from being linear, are fine, and it is still hot swap. And I'm like, you know what? I paid like $40 for this. I don't mind that it feels a bit plasticky because I paid $40 for it.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's the thing, is just, I think that's 100% reasonable.
I think the thing for me with most mechanical keyboards is more the fact of just, I haven't had one feel like it's actually worn out.
No. Yeah, that's
just
it.
Like the actual typing experience feels reasonably similar for a very, very long time.
That is
Whereas
the power
for me, the membrane keyboards feel okay, feel a bit meh, feel okay, feel awful.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people who are trying mechanical keyboards might not have a particularly worn out membrane keyboard, because like a brand new membrane keyboard feels fine to me and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they wear out. Whereas mechanical keyboards, like the only reason why I've just binned my Cooler Master is because I spilt a pint of cider over it. And I'm just like, I could take this thing apart and refurbish it again. But
this is not what I meant when I said turn on sticky keys.
Hey-oh. We need to get a bell like Wham Show has, just so when someone makes a pun, that they get a ding for it,
Oh, speaking of making puns.
But however, but also just like I have dropped that keyboard several times when carrying it in and out of LAN parties. So just like it's beaten up and worn out, and I'm just like, I'm buying a new keyboard, So yeah.
Yes. I was at a show the other night where audience participation was encouraged.
Okay, yeah.
And I came in with a heckle, and the person on the stage heard it, but was like, no one else heard it. No, wait, we're stopping. Go back again. Say that again. I was like, oh, it wasn't that good. Come on. And then someone else tried to come in with it, and the person on stage said to the other person, it's better when they do it. And I was just like, oh no. I have been singled out as professional heckler.
Well, that's the thing. Now you feel like you murdered the other guy instead, That was the thing. You're just like the other, the guy who didn't heckle as good. Now you feel responsible for showing him up by being a better heckler, I
was like, oh no. Yes. Extension lead for induction plate.
It's still down there, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I'll plug it in, yeah. Right, in terms of things that we're doing today, I'm putting this laptop away. I thought I was going to change the SSD and reinstall Windows on this to see if a fault occurred, but the fault seems to have resolved itself in a way that satisfies me, so I'm going to just kick this off the bench and put it to one side. Right, so
you can live over here now. Goodbye.
Yes, you have been demoted to over there. You're in the Windows Update zone. Right, I got a couple of things that I can be doing. I'm going to let chat decide.
Excellent.
I'm going to stand with my back to the camera for a sec. What? Yeah?
Just wine in a sippy bottle.
I mean, that's how I drink it when I'm on VR chat, so, That's why it's devastatingly easy to drink too much. Because, unironically, I need to actually put, glass markers on, because I have one of these at home as well, and I need to actually put glass markers on it so I have some comprehension of how much I'm drinking. Because, it's I think it's a 1 litre bottle.
Oh, no.
No, it can't be that much. I think it's probably 750 ml. So, you could put an entire, and obviously when I'm drinking water or squash, you fill it up.
Yes.
But, filling it up with wine is a terrible idea. And because you're just sitting there just going, and just sipping from it constantly, it's really easy to drink a lot in a very short space of time. So, yeah. So, yeah. However, yes, I will actually just wash this out so we can put that in it because that's kind of funny. We're probably going to need a funnel though, so I might grab a funnel. We're doing this for the meme now, just because I'm sure someone will be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, having whimsy in my heart.
What are you doing? I'm being an adult and I'm deciding what that means.
Yes.
Mulled wine with flavours of cinnamon, cloves, orange, and citrus. If it has the flavour of orange, does it not also just have a flavour of citrus?
Right. I didn't hear anything of what anyone said.
I said with flavours of cinnamon, cloves, orange, and citrus, and said,
Yeah.
is it having a taste of orange, not having a taste of citrus? And is citrus not the taste of orange?
True. Citrus might mean like, lemon, lime, that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like orange is the weakest of citrus, isn't it? I would say.
You're weak, citrus.
All right. Yep. I'll let you crack on. Yes. All right. In the meantime, is the Dell 7420 upgradable RAM? No, it's soldered. Do not upgrade. Do not pass go. Do not collect more RAM. So if you're buying a 7420, make sure you get at least a 16 gig model, because you can survive on 8 gigs in the year 2025, like, for an office machine or something, but that's not going to see it to the end of its lifetime. Like, I think probably by this time next year, we're probably going to be saying 8 gigs is done, or at least 8 gigs is no longer a good user experience. Right now, it's kind of borderline. I probably didn't turn it on at the wall. Just carried on sitting there pouring at it,
I did pour it.
I mean, like PAW. Just like, it's not working. All right, I'm done with that joke. We don't need the phone. All right, stuff to do.
There you go.
I have Dell Latitude 7420s that I need to clean up.
Excellent.
I have
Get clean.
a MacBook. I've got a MacBook Air M1 that is missing one speaker channel that we can investigate. And I have got my Logitech surround speakers where the control box, the display backlight, doesn't work. And I want to open it up and investigate the LED in it.
Not the big silver hi-fi thing. That's what I was thinking of. Was the big silver hi-fi thing you've got down there?
Oh no.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I ain't fixing that. It's crap. Yeah. So yes. So we can fix speaker controller. We can fix MacBook, or we can service Latitudes. What do people fancy looking at today?
Service Latitudes.
So I get the obligatory thermal cam, just because, not because we want to look at, but actually it's a really good way of knowing when it's hot enough. Like, we could get a thermometer, but we have overkill technology for that.
Right. So where's the K-type thermocouples?
I've got one somewhere, but actually, I'm trying to remember if my Unity meter came with one. I can't remember. I should probably get a new one, actually, because previously I haven't been that fussed, because I'm like, I don't know how accurate this thing would be. Yeah. But if I got one for my Unity multimeter, it would probably actually be accurate. So that's probably worth considering. Yeah. Speaking of which, I've got, speaking of thermo stuff, I've got I can't remember what the brand is. I'll look it up in a sec. But that new thermal camera, that's confirmed. They're sending me one, so I shall have a shiny new thermal cam soon, which will be cool. And I'm kind of excited about that, because that means either that one or this one I'm going to try and mount to the side of the microscope. So I actually have a mounted one. So then that way, when I'm doing voltage injection, I can basically just offset the microscope to get the thermal camera looking directly down instead. So yeah, so that'll be cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And for those of you who aren't aware, the gimmick of the new one, we are currently at about 30 degrees. But yeah, the gimmick of the the gimmick of the new one is that it has a rotating focus adjustment. So you don't, instead of having a clip-on macro lens like the infrared has, you can just rotate it, and that should be good because you get granular adjustment. And also because it's not detachable, you don't have that detachable accessory that you're constantly taking on and off and trying not to lose. So yeah, I think that's where the advantage will come into it. It claims a higher resolution, but also it's doing upscaling, so I don't know. I'm curious as to if that's worth anything. You know, that will be a very interesting point of the review, in my opinion, is if the upscaling actually gives a better picture, or whether I'm like, that's just the same resolution upscaled, you know. Yeah. That will be interesting to me. I've just closed the app.
I now need tentacles in my thermal camera. Give me that DLSS.
Oh my god, right. Okay. Right. Oh, can you scroll up the chat ever so slightly? Because I forgot to look for my thing. Right, we've got speaker, because it's new. Yeah, there's a couple of votes for other things, but I think people want to see me fix the speaker controller thingy. So yeah, very well. Oh, it was 50-50 speaker versus Dell. Okay, we're going with the speaker. I'm surprised no love for the Mac. I thought that was going to be the one people would vote for, if I'm honest.
What were you doing to the Mac?
It's missing an audio channel on it.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I'll give that to you just so you can point it out there. I'm going to go and get the speaker controller.
It is unknown temperature. 50 degrees. That sounds about right. I should have all of
this before the show, knowing that I was probably going to be doing the thing.
Yeah, that's reasonably evenly 50.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait for you to extract yourself.
I'm working on it.
Is he stuck?
Oh, shit. Oh, maximum effort.
Excellent. The return.
All right. I'm going to put this on the chair now. Okay. So the reason why the subwoofer is here, because the subwoofer has the power supply in it. So there's the subwoofer, all the stuff plugs into the back of that, and this is the control box for it that has the screen and the volume knob and the controls for it and stuff, and that plugs into the back of the subwoofer. This screen, the backlight doesn't work, so this is the bit that I'm going to take apart. So I'll quickly just show the state it's in at the moment by just applying power to this so it turns on. I will put this on the floor.
Jolly good.
End exposition dump.
And that's why you need to go and break into their base. Wow, thanks generic character number 3. I've only just noticed there's a spoon.
Oh, what, in the saucepan? Good job.
I claim no responsibility. I was left unsupervised, and I dribbled.
Good job. Did I? Here's whatever, that'll do. Oh, multiples. All right. Joe Mama, more like your mama, and thanks for the $50. Have another nutter butter peanut butter sandwich cookie. Hee hee. Well earned. Enjoy. That bit didn't rhyme. Thank you very much for the $50. Much appreciated. And Dana again. Graham, is your Tomlov microscope attached to the edge of your table, or does it have a flat base that sits on the table? My one came with a clamp that attaches to the side. The same scope is available with like a couple of different options. I've seen versions where it has a flat plate freestanding affair, and certain versions where it comes with a clamp and arm arrangement. So you can shop around and decide what works for you. A freestanding version is going to have less wobble on it when the table gets bumped and stuff like that. But an arm mount obviously gives you much more desk space, and you can swing it out of the way and stuff like that. So you pay your money, you take your choice. So yeah. Are you just, yeah.
Oh, I was looking at the numbers and I was like, stereo 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
6 direct. I was like, you've missed some numbers there.
Yes. Yeah, this is a really cool bit of kit, actually. This is why I've kept this thing for so long. The inputs on this thing were rad. Like on the back, we've got, if you go to Benchcam for a sec. Yeah, so on the back, we've got 2 optical inputs and a coax digital input. And like these are all selectable. You can select between optical. It's not choose one of these. You can have all of them connected. Then we've got 6-channel direct, and so this can be 6-channel analog surround. And this little selector switch here is 6-channel direct or stereo 1, 2, 3. So if you set it to stereo 1, 2, 3, you can have 3 stereo inputs going to it, which is just like super cool. So you can have so many things connected to this. And on the side, but wait, there's more. It's got an aux input, so you can just plug in like an MP3 player or something, and it will just play directly out the speakers, and then your headphone jack on the side. This thing is so cool with how much it can do. It's not really relevant by modern standards, like optical and stuff like that isn't relevant. And if you were serious about audio, you wouldn't be using 3.5mm jacks, I guess. But still,
only if they're gold plated.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they had a USB input on this, I think that would have kept it relevant, because the DAC in it is probably perfectly good. So if it had a USB input, that would be good. But then, yeah, so just because right now, obviously, you're not going to get like great audio over analog, and a lot of boards these days don't have optical, so you're kind of out of luck there. But yeah, yeah, looks like, as it seems like, it's pretty grubby, because yeah, it wasn't being used for a long time, and then at the moment it's in the shop as just some shop stereo speakers. But like looking at it under studio lighting, I'm like, wow, this thing is grubby as hell. But yeah, the main issue is if I actually turn it on, you can see that there's no backlight. You can see
the display functions.
Yeah, but yeah, there's literally no backlight at all. I thought there was a dim display, but yeah, it's actually mega dead now. There's 0 backlight at all. So that makes it really hard to see what's on it. That backlight is going to just be a couple of LEDs, because these old things are not complicated. So yeah, we're going to open this thing up and just see. I'm going to try and approach that because these speakers still knock out really good sound, so I want to keep them going. Wine me. Oh, do you want to?
Why?
Very, very ding. Do you need a funnel, or do you reckon you can manage? You've got kitchen towel, you'll be fine.
It's fine. We just go at speed.
That'll do. It started off well, and then just you were kind of committed, so. I don't think any of it went down the side of the bottle, though, so I'm okay. You can clean up your doings over there. Ooh.
Is that hot Ribena?
But yeah, the spices and stuff. It's very nice. Very good. At some point I want to try. Next year we should actually try and mull our own wine. because it's really cheap to just buy a cheap bottle of Plonk and just add your own spice pack to it and stuff. Because like last time I was at a LAN party, one of the guys there was just heckin' making mulled wine at the LAN party. And there was literally just a saucepan of wine on there, and like there was like an entire orange in there and a bunch of spices and stuff. And he was just making, and he was like, "Yeah, do you want some mulled wine?" And then like afterwards, he's just like, "If you eat the orange, it's fucking awesome," kind of thing, you know. And I'm just like, I kind of want to eat the orange now. And yeah, so we should try doing that. All right. Jemama, Graham is great. Oh yes. Right, I'm going to back scroll the chat a little bit because I said thank you for the super chats and then need to follow up. Yes. Yes, okay, we're all good.
Does it have SPDEF?
Yes, it does. It does the SPDEF. It does the SPDEF 3 times. So yeah, was the orange studded with cloves? The cloves were just thrown in because it's all in the saucepan. But yeah. Excellent. All right. Yeah, I'm going to start opening this thing up and we'll see what's inside. Good, we have some screw holes on the bottom. These days, I think the best way forward is just to buy like studio monitors, because you can buy like a nice pair of studio monitors for like £100 now.
How do you drive them?
I drive mine just with 3.5mm jack, which I know isn't like studio quality or whatever, but basically studio monitors will, if you buy a pair of like £100 or $100 studio monitors, like the little things, you know, you're basically buying just a good pair of computer speakers, where they're guaranteed to not be crap, and I think that's just the best way forward, because like back in the day, surround sound speaker sets like this were all the rage, but just the amount of wiring and just clutter of just like all the satellite speakers and stuff, I just can't be arsed. The same reason as to why these days for TVs people are just like, just buy a soundbar, you know.
Yeah, most people cannot be bothered.
Yeah, you will get just a good modern soundbar, good modern studio monitors will give you fantastic sound, and no one actually, unless you're actually doing a cinema setup, no one really cares about surround, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, certainly not for like music.
Ooh. There was a little puff of dust there. Ew. Oh. That's a lot of dust. That is approximately, how long have I owned these? I bought
30 years of dust.
I bought these when I was living at my dad's house, so that would have been 2000. That would have been about 2006. So yeah, that's 20 years of dust. Right, I'm just going to actually just quickly just hit that with the air duster because gross. I will return momentarily. I should probably plug it as well as a special treat.
Oh yes, this is high at 240 volts. Oops.
I mean, I don't know. I doubt it, but you know. Could you mute me for a sec, please?
Yes, hold on. Yes, there we go. Oh. The times of... There you go.
It's a bit better.
Excellent.
Cool. Still using the Harman Kardon kit that came with the 2003 Dimension. You should get some better speakers, Si. Like,
they're really good speakers.
I mean, they're not. They just sound that way because they've got a subwoofer, so they actually have some kick. But like, you know,
they're still really good speakers.
The satellites are like maybe 5 watts. You know, the bass is great. Yeah, that's because just subwoofer go boom boom. But yeah, the satellites just cannot fill a room. Still using a set of Creative 4-point surround. I have a set of those as well, Creative Soundworks. I've still got my set of those that I can't bear to throw out, but I really should, because I'm just never going to use them again. Cool. Right. I don't think there's anything super interesting to look at in here. I don't think there's anything interesting to gawk at. A lot of it is just input steering. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight in for the LCD module, which looks like just a commodity LCD. So like, part of me is just like, should we just get on eBay and order another commodity LCD, you know? But, oh, I don't know, actually. Yeah, well, I'll carry on disassembling. We'll carry on getting this out. Right, how do I get that front bit off? Yep.
I thought that was going to be a case of how do I get the front bit? Oh, like that.
Okay, we're being held up by the cable at the back here. Can I just get that strain relief to poke through? There's one on the bottom as well. That's going to be nightmarish to get out. Okay, can I... If I snip that zip tie, I might be able to push some slack through. Yeah, I've got a pair of Bose speakers that a customer dropped in, where it's 2 satellites and a sub, that were being used with a Mac. So the interesting part about them is that they're USB input, which is interesting considering the age of them. Yeah, I need to plug them in and see if they're any good, because I want to plug them into my server and possibly use them for network. Is that a... Oh, it's a delivery. One sec.
Delivery man!
Yeah. Delivery man gets a pass.
Give me my things!
Yeah, are you
Hello.
3C or 3B?
This is 3B.
So C's got to be that way.
Yeah, C's next to one along.
Sorry.
Cool. All right, cheers.
Damn it! It's not my Christmas present.
Not even something for me. Oh my god. Fucking waste of my time. Anyway.
Alright, Kevin.
What was I talking? Oh yeah. So yeah, they're USB. I want to plug. So these Bose ones, because they're USB, I want to plug them into my server and try and turn them into a network speaker as part of my smart setup, because the server doesn't have a sound card. But because these are USB, I should be able to just plug in the USB cable and pass it through to a VM, which can then do the network speaker software functionality. So it means I don't have to put a sound card into the server. So yeah. So that could be interesting. But I need to actually check if they work first. Right, this isn't going very well. However, I think I've gotten enough slack to be able to just flip this over and out. Wow, there's a lot of separation there, which is interesting. It almost looks like they've separated... You can see a huge separation line down there. It almost looks like they've separated the analog side from the digital side. I don't know much about audio design, but that's what it looks like is going on to me. Just kind of interesting. Okay, right. How are we going to get off this front panel? I think I need to undo... Right, we've got screws along the front panel, and I think I need to undo those because this board here is soldered on to this board at a 90-degree angle. So yeah, this is not going to separate without those screws coming out. Man, the first bit was really easy, but getting that front panel off looks like it's actually going to be a ball ache, and I could really do with this bottom piece not being here, so I'm going to try again to remove that. I'm not starting a conversation because I don't care. However, I just want to give a shout out to Gaming is Dead Thanks AI, because that's a really funny username. However, we're not talking about it because I don't care. Everyone keeps posting pictures of RAM prices they're seeing, and I'm like, I know, we know, everyone knows RAM is expensive now. I don't care anyway. Right. You...
Old man shouts at cloud.
Yes.
Also, the cloud.
Well, that's the thing. We've eclipsed the event horizon where I'm not sick of the subject. I'm sick of people complaining about the subject.
Is this the Z5450?
I think you might be right.
Maybe.
Have we got a sticker on the bottom of this? No.
It's a Logitech thing.
Yeah, it is from the Z series, and Z5450 sounds familiar. If it's not 5450, it might be like 5420 or something like that. Alright, I know you guys aren't getting a good view at the moment, but I'm just trying to... There we go. I managed to just move that cable relief. What does that do for me?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay, right, there we go.
Oh, did it come with a little remote?
Yeah. I think I've got...
Nutty.
I think I still have the remote, but the remote... Oh, that one had less inputs on the back, which is weird. My subwoofer has got 5 speaker connections on the back. So that's weird. Because, like, how do you connect... Yeah, how do you connect your rears up to that? That looks like a Frankenstein setup, because look, the subwoofer doesn't have outputs for the surround speakers. But yeah, it comes with surround speakers. Something's fishy about that. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's something along those lines. Okay, right. Now we've got some slack on that. I can do things.
It comes with wireless sound.
Oh.
No, I was just...
Yeah. Yeah. The rear speakers are wireless on the Z5450. Oh, like actually interesting. Fair enough. No, mine are not wireless. I would be a lot more inclined to use them if the rears were wireless, because that's one of the biggest faffs. But yeah, no, mine are not wireless, so mine are a slightly different version then. Have we got anything on any of this? Where was the back panel?
Oh, it
that's
was
the back
just
panel,
on the back
yeah.
of the side.
Yeah. Oh, does it? Yeah. I'll let you get under the table to look at that. I'm going to start undoing screws.
Oh, yours is a 5400.
Oh, 5400. There you go. Yeah, these are the 5400 then. So yeah, the 5450 was obviously a revised version with added convenience.
With added less wires.
Yeah, but then they need power. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and as soon as they need power, then that's a case of like you're just replacing one wire with another. So that doesn't really solve the problem in my eyes.
You put a 100 watt-hour lithium battery in it.
Yeah.
Needs recharging once a year.
Don't know how I feel about that. Like, part of me wants to say there's mileage in that. Like, you know, sure, why not? But yeah. Arachnoid of the Underverse, thank you for the £20. I really enjoyed your Tuesday video, full of great information in a very digestible form. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was aiming to do, and I want to do more content like that. So yeah, much appreciated. Right, I pull off the volume knob, and I think this might.
I push this button.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, is that one? I assumed that would be a short screw, but I think that's also holding it on. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. Oh, man. All of this Celastic is just dry. It is just, yeah. Cool. All right, there's the button interface and the power button and the interface jog dial and stuff.
Nice.
Okay, so unfortunately the LCD is soldered in, which is going to make it difficult to work on. I'm very tempted to get a soldering iron and just desolder it from the board while we work on it, because it's just a couple of wires there. So that'd be easy
The
to take off and
Solastic
put
is
back
no
on.
longer elastic.
Yeah. Does the Solastic conduct electricity? No. It's glorified super glue. It's glorified hot glue. But Solastic it's hot glue, but it's designed to have a bit more flexibility in it. It's there to stick things down, but also it stops things from vibrating and that kind of thing. So like you'll often see in power supplies, they've just gone with Solastic over everything to stop capacitors from vibrating at frequencies and stuff like that. It's theoretically, it would be a way of killing coil wine and that kind of thing. I believe people who've done research into silencing coil wine, I think one of the things that they've tried doing is just covering everything in Solastic. But hot glue is probably good enough as well for the purposes of testing. But yeah. However, yeah, this stuff has gone very old. But again, this thing is 20 years old. So, all right. So yeah, that's a pretty just commodity LCD. Wow, that's got a lot of LEDs on it. This explains why, because it kind of had a slow degradation over time. So it looks like the LEDs have just died in it one by one. Let me hold that up there. So there's the little backlight LEDs down that side and that side. So those are the fellas that we need to look at. And they are probably all dead. Right. I will... Oh. Right. In for a penny, in for a pound. What I'm going to do, I'm going to desolder this. I'm going to desolder this to take the module out. We'll have a quick look on eBay to see if we can just buy another one like it, because this should be a commodity item that is easily replaceable, because it's a 2-line 16-character display. So we can just buy one on eBay for probably £4. And then I'm going to take it apart to get access to those LEDs and see if we can replace them. The problem is I think they're side firing, and I'm not going to have any side firing LEDs. So I don't think I've got anything that I can fix this with, but we'll have a look. I'm going to grab a soldering iron so we can just desolder this and get all of this out of the way.
Very well.
So yeah.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Ba, 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 ba. Right. I'm feeling lazy. Do you think I could solve coil wine with half a tube of no more nails? Do not fill your graphics card with no more nails. But maybe, you know.
Do you have a nail problem in your graphics card?
Bang, and the nails are gone. You know, something I think about a lot since I realised it is the kitchen gun guy is the same guy who was the gun merchant in John Wick 2. You know, the sommelier. What's the name for a wine specialist?
Sommelier.
Sommelier, yeah.
Right.
In John Wick 2, there's a guy called the sommelier.
Yes.
But he's a sommelier of guns, and so John Wick goes there, and he's just like, and he's like, I need these, and he's like, you know, AR-15, flared magwell, and then he's just like, you know,
Benelli
M4, an Italian classic. Yeah, that's the same guy from the kitchen gun video. That blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, damn, that guy has gone far, you know.
He really cleaned that kitchen.
Yeah. With guns. And I'm just like, it's so good. I love it.
I do enjoy the looking for side-firing LEDs, just the components. One of the results from eBay is LED courtesy light, boat, yacht.
I see.
Would you like a courtesy light for your yacht?
Yeah, like if you were looking for the LED specifically, I would be searching for LED SMD 90 for 90-degree angle LEDs. Right. Right, I'm going to flow some fresh solder onto these joins, and then I think I might be able to walk this out. I'm going to quickly get my... I'm just going to clamp this.
I thought for a second that was 95-foot LEDs. I was like, no, I do not have that much of a requirement for illumination.
Okay, this is the problem with the wine. Because it's in like a sippy bottle, you just take huge gulps of it. It's lethal. Easy please then, Graham. You shush. I'm allowed my brand of humour. I'm allowed things that I find funny. Alright, I'm going to move this on shot in a minute, folks. I'm just putting it in the clamp. Alright. Okay, could you check that I'm on shot and maybe zoom in slightly?
I will engage the zoom.
Zoom. Enhance. I can move across slightly. There we go, that'll do.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
What are you targeting? Oh, 370. That's why it's at a weird number. There we go.
What are you targeting? 45 Celsius. Ah.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, I know I'm putting in bridges. We don't care about bridges right now because we're going to rip this all out. Okay, right, here we go. Don't do that with retro stuff. That was my katana whip the blood off the end of it. I haven't got like a stand over here, so I can't clean the tip. Right. I didn't... Yeah. I think the Solastic has done more damage to this than I just did. Either way. Right. Now I can get all of this out of here.
Be gone.
Okay, right, so has this got a part number on it? It has. So, Caradog, do you want to bash this into Google? Because then we can probably get some keywords. Just for the record, those look trashed, but it's the Solastic that is making that look bad. Those would shine up. Okay, so this is TW22QDCU5. The W might be an M, but let's see if you get a hit on that. No. Try changing the W for an M at the start.
Okay.
I mean, you look at it, man. What do you reckon it is?
No, not that. It's just the fact that someone's named their product Voopoo.
Oh, I see, yeah. No. Oh, G Industrial. No, never mind. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't get a hit. This thing's got a 2005 date. Oh, yeah, that's when I said it was made, idiot.
Wow, it was made in 2005.
Which is exactly when I said I bought it, yeah.
That's the year before I...
Okay. Let's start by doing some blind searches. If you pull up eBay, and let's just show this on screen while we're searching for parts, just because showing people how to find parts is interesting, in my opinion.
That one. That one. That one. That one.
Screen looks similar to the ones used on 3D printers. Yeah, like I say, it's a commodity part. Shouldn't be difficult to find a modern equivalent of this. All right, so try searching 16 by 2. What am I? Chat, help me out. 16 by 2 character. What's the term for this? It's not alphanumeric. It might be. Try 16 by 2, well, 16x2 alphanumeric.
Numeric. Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell numeric, but...
That's got an extra character in it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, so, that's got a weird interface on it, but similar thing. Go back to the results again. So, yeah, like, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. We're just not getting... let's see. Beta numeric. Don't know about that. Let's see. It's not dot matrix. It's not graphical. Character display? Oh, hang on a sec. That there. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. See, this is the kind of thing we're looking for. That is parallel though. And this one I think is serial because it's only got a couple of wires on it. So we need this, but in serial. And also it's got a slightly odd form factor because it's been cut off to fit the packaging. So yeah, it's the backlight LEDs. Yeah, I'm just curious as to like, I'm curious. Like a replacement panel might be far easier to obtain than changing the LEDs in this thing. Also, I may completely butcher this trying to replace the LEDs. So I want to just see what options there are for replacement things. Yeah, try, so serial, yeah. 16 by 2 LCD display serial. Yeah, try that and let's just see if we can find some variations of this that look correct. You don't want
serial, do you?
Serial is what we want, yeah.
Oh, only because this says it's serial.
Yes, that's probably both. It probably accepts serial and parallel.
Oh, I see.
But yeah. Yeah, we're looking, how many pins is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8-pin module. I think a lot of them are going to be the multi-pin version. I don't think I've seen a 8-pin version of this before. But like, you can see what I mean by a commodity device. This is a very common type of display. It can't be that hard to find one just like it. Are you sure the LEDs are dead? No, I'm not actually. So let's okay, looks like that's a little bit trickier than I expected to find. So
you say it was 8-pin?
Yeah. We'll give up on this in a second. We'll go back to working on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a world where we can find one of these, but we'll come back to that when I have finished breaking this one completely to the point where it can't be fixed. Which I'm not going to do on purpose, but might happen during the process of trying to fix it. Right, so I'm going to take the actual LCD off of it now because I need access to those LEDs. We can take some measurements. Let's take some measurements first. Just going to grab a multimeter. How much does the console cost as a whole? Good question. Yeah, do you want to quickly bash that into eBay?
What did we decide this was again?
Logitech Z5400 control, I would search for. I think there's no dash, but...
Whoops.
And do you want to put me back on bench cam as well?
Bench cam.
Cool. Right, I'm going to put my multimeter into diode mode and touch the LEDs. And diode mode should be enough to make an LED light up. So I'm just going to see if they light up when I probe them.
You can buy a complete kit for £72.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay that. Yeah. No one seems to... Oh, they're controllers. But yeah, like, I guess maybe pod? Because it's a control pod?
£52?
Right, open line. Open line. All right. I think the center pin on these 90-degree LEDs is just for mounting. I don't think it does anything. There is a green marker on them, and I think the green marker denotes the cathode, but I can't remember, so I'm going to keep reversing my probes and testing them both ways around. The problem is I don't think any of these work, so...
Because obviously it's the THX compatible system. All of the listings are just saying, thanks.
Oh.
Surround sound speaker system, thanks.
Nothing. I don't think measuring these LEDs is going to achieve anything. I think what I should do, I think before I butcher this, I should try and remove one of these LEDs without taking the LCD out and replace it with another one and just see if I can get one of them to work as a proof of concept. No. Oops, that was me touching the probes. No, they're all dead. So what I could do with it, well, so we've got really poor access to those LEDs. What I could do is if I turn these metal flanges, the front bit will come out and the actual LCD itself will come out. The LCD isn't soldered on, it's just wedged down on these rubber strips called zebra strips. So theoretically, I should be able to disassemble this without breaking it.
Actually,
theoretically.
They're called zebra strips.
I already got called out in the comments this week for interchangeably using 0 and 0, constantly switching back and forth between the two terms. And people were like, oh, is this America now? And I'm like, look, this is the real world. Sometimes I say elevator when I mean lift, because a lot of people call them elevators. Shut up. You know?
I see this as escalating.
Ding, you know. Any more than 15 quid and it's worth getting out the soldering iron? Probably, yeah. I mean, getting out the soldering iron is fun anyway, but yeah.
I have questions as to this device.
What the hell?
D sub 15 to coaxial? In some sort of control interface thing?
I wonder if that allows you to just connect a digital coax directly into the back of the subwoofer and skip the control pod completely. But then you'd have no volume controls or anything. So I can't see how that would be useful.
Yeah. It's like,
unless you're I mean, yeah, no, because the digital decoding is all in the control pod. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's useful.
It's got some sort of twiddly pot on the back on some
that might be a volume knob. So yeah, but no, again, the decoding is all in the control pod.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah, does the description say what it does? Universal adapter for subwoofer. Oh, use the subwoofer independently without the controller. So maybe it allows you to use the subwoofer as a subwoofer connected to another system.
Oh,
so maybe. You feed an analog. You would feed an analog audio analog audio feed into the subwoofer. That would make sense.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bust open this this thing. Here goes nothing. I've never done this before. There's no reason why it won't work. I've just never done it.
Oh, I see.
Right. A little bit more. There we go. So that should now pop off, which it is starting to do.
Easy.
That one's putting up a slight fight. Okay. LCD falls onto the table and shatters.
No!
Okay. Right. Oh, that's stuck down remarkably well, actually. Wow, damn, that's... Look how much space there is between the LCD and the backlight. Huh, yeah. See, like, theoretically, you could just put, like... if you put, like, some white paper behind there, or even just, like, some reflective stuff, you could probably convert this into a reflective display fairly easily, which arguably would be a good fix if you don't want to do any soldering or anything. Just convert it into a reflective display so it can be seen with no backlight. But yeah. Oh, Fluffy Tail just put a link in Discord. Do you want to pull that up? Because I'm curious. So yeah, Graham the Destroyer. This is all reassemblable. Like I said, we're not breaking anything here. The main thing is when I pull this bit off, I'm going to have to be real careful to align it when we reassemble it. But theoretically, it should work because these are all just compression fittings. There we go. So that comes off of there. So you can see there's all of the pins for the LCD, and on the zebra strips, it's hard to see, but there will actually,
there we go.
Yeah, so that's indentations, but there will actually be just conductive pathways through that zebra strip. If you take apart any kind of like LCD clock or calculator, you'll see something like this to the LCD, basically. So yeah. White paper dipped in petrol works for making it brighter. I was taking that seriously for a moment. I was like, in petrol? How's the petrol helping? You know? Okay.
By way of fire.
Yes. Right, now I want to try and remove this backlight layer because I haven't actually achieved anything so far. Can I just
unbox?
Oh, $40. Yeah. Oh, unless you really want this speaker set for the things it can do, I would not pay $40. Right. Can I remove this without butchering it? Ooh. Yeah, that's just glued down at each end.
Not gonna lie, didn't sound like it.
This is fine, this is fine. Everyone in chat is like Gollum right now with the rabbit stew going, he ruins it! He ruins it! Right, are you stuck down the whole way? Yes, but also that's peeling off okay, so. Like, this looks incredibly destructive, but this is 100% reassemblable. Cool. All right, there's our control board. So that's the IC under that blob. And
here's the blob of blob.
Right, so now we have access. And I mean, like, look at those LEDs, man. They look burnt out. Like, white LEDs have a yellow tint to them anyway, but those things look burnt out to me. So yeah. Blob of pot, yes. And they, let's see. I'm trying to determine. Yeah, they are wired in parallel, so that scans. All right. So, as aforementioned, I don't have any side-firing LEDs, but however, I do have some.
That never stopped me before.
I do have some SMD LEDs, and I can just put one upright. We can just tombstone it deliberately. It'll be great. Okay, right. Let me have a. I'm going to have a quick rummage, just to see what I've actually got. You could glue in an LED strip. too big. Theoretically, yeah. I mean, we only need just something. Like, this is just a bit of acrylic plastic with a pattern on it, like a diffusion pattern with some white backing. Like, this whole backlight system is extremely simple. We just need to light up. We need to put light into this plastic. It's a light pipe. You can do that in any way you choose. So, yeah, anything wacky that you guys can think of, yeah, that'd work. But I think I can probably mount at least a couple of LEDs in there to make that function. So yeah. Right, I'm going to have a quick rummage in my Selectorama of stuff and things to see if I've got some LEDs. I've got a couple of boxes I might have to rummage through here. I'm going to start with this box. This isn't going to be very entertaining, just me rummaging for LEDs, so stand by, folks. Do you want to put us on face cam for a bit? Because, yeah, I need to go hunting. Oh, man, I've still got these. I need to do something with these.
What are those?
These are Nixie tubes, but it's a bar graph.
Ah.
I bought these ages ago. I don't know if they work, but I need to build some kind of basic drive system to actually see if they work. And like just do something cool with them. But yeah. Let's see. Capacitors, USB. There's definitely some SMD LEDs in here somewhere, but they might just be obnoxiously too big. SATA. Right.
What am I going to do with all this SATA?
Yeah, SATA. Diodes. What are you? Oh, that's a BIOS chip for a MacBook Air, sure. Some Tessa tape, UART interface. Some random fly leads, capacitors. What are you? Oh, those are diodes. So.
If you apply enough voltage,
yeah.
will the diode not become a light emitting diode?
For a moment, yes. You're very funny. Apparently I've got loads of 2032 batteries that I didn't realise I had in here. Those are LEDs. And they're white LEDs. Well, that'd do it.
Excellent. So is the display itself blue? And the text white because it's letting through the light?
The display is monochromatic and it illuminates whatever colour the backlight is. So this actually was a white display. However, it had a bit of a blue tinge to it because just early white LEDs were just very cold white anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically we could make it any color. Like I'm happy that I pulled some white LEDs here, but if I'd pulled blue LEDs or green or red LEDs, I would have been like, it's green now, you know.
So what you're saying is you could fit tricolor LEDs.
We could make it RGB. There's some more LEDs of unknown thing. I'm just going to pull a couple out just so we've got some options. And last chance for anything interesting. That's a clamp. I'll just keep that anyway. Right. And losing interest in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, piece of candy.
0. Yep, that'll do for now. Okay.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, that's my known good battery. I should keep that to one side because every now and then I've been looking for that and not been able to find it. Yeah, this is my CMI Zapper known good battery. Basically, this widget plugs into a MacBook Air and it pretends to be a battery at 50% charge. So yeah. And it's got a bunch of diagnostic LEDs on it that tell you what information is being sent to and from the battery as well. So yeah, that's cool.
Excellent.
Right, that lot can all go back in. Yeah. All right, that wasn't too bad. I actually found exactly what I was looking for, so yeah, I'd call that a success. Right, so firstly, right. Okay, let's go back to bench cam. Has anyone started a Caradog yawn count? We're keeping you up.
Yes.
Understandable.
Next question.
Right.
I will, in fact, be going home to a darkened room.
Please turn over. There we go. Actually, I want to see the back for a moment.
I've been afflicted with the plague.
Right, the green stripe is on the left. Right, put my multimeter into diode mode again. Green stripe is on the left. I think the green stripe denotes the cathode, so the negative. So we need to turn it around because we're in diode mode.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I saw a flash.
Yeah, it is doing something. Unless I'm just overloading. There we go.
Hey!
Right. Cool. Right. Oh yeah, that is visible on camera. Cool. All right. So yeah, that is indeed a white LED, and a multimeter in diode mode has got just enough juice just to drive a diode to confirm that it works. So this is why I was going across all of those LEDs with the multimeter. I was doing that test, and if any of them had lit up, we would know that that LED actually did work. So this is how we know that the LEDs have burnt out and it's not a drive issue. So what we need to do now, this LED is a little bit fat, but yeah, I think I can make that fit. So so yeah, we're going to try and take off. I'm going to strip 3 off the side. And oh, how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got exactly 6. So I could put 6 LEDs back on. So sure.
That requires you to not lose the one that you've taken out the package.
Yeah, I might have to go over to the microscope and the good soldering iron to do this because
I'm drunk.
Well, I'm not drunk, but this is no joke, and I'm doing it with my pine sill and just a conical tip with a LiPo battery plugged into it. I'm like, I actually think I need my serious kit if I'm actually going to do this. So yeah. So yes, still said OL on the meter though. Yes, I should have given us a diode drop just for posterity. We'll just do that again because it was passing some current. Oh yeah, how about that?
Huh? How about that?
Yeah. Anyone in the chat know why that is? Why are we not seeing a diode drop through the LED? Because the LED was lighting up, so we should have seen a forward voltage drop through the diode, which should have registered.
Because it was outside the range that the meter can do.
I guess, yeah, like because maybe it was just because like we're only driving it with a tiny current, which is why it's so dim.
And also, isn't that a tiny LED?
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
So,
yeah.
Would it just be a case of it's such a small amount?
Yeah, that's my guess. But yeah, Bueller. Right. One sneeze away from a flying LED. Yes. What happened to the other LEDs that I put on here? I found some others. Oh, that was these. Oh. Okay, yeah, cool. We have more. That was the tiny set. Right, we do have more LEDs, so that's fine as well. I'll use these because I've got them now and I know that those are white, but we've also got this strip of presumably white LEDs too. So yeah, I've got spares if I cock this up. Most DMMs can't measure that high in diode mode. Voltage drop is of like more than 3 volts. There we go, thanks Pianov. That answers that question, but yeah, there's just enough current pushing through the LED to make it do something. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to clear some space over here, and
why are these laptops here?
Yes, right, and we've got the I'm going to plug the long HUD-me into the HDMI capture, and we can get the microscope capture.
Excellent.
Right. I hope you're all suitably entertained, because I'm making this up as I go along. Right, there's that, and I need that. I don't know if I can plug this directly into the microscope. We're about to find out. Right, and start recording for 60 FPS. All right, anything?
Hey!
Cool.
Oh, there you go.
There's my fingernail, folks. Oh, and it's immediately frozen.
I think it's the XR1.
Yeah. Let me try going back to 30 FPS and just restart it again and see if it holds up. Otherwise, we'll grab just a cheap capture. All right, that seems to be holding up.
We shall see.
Yep. Wiggling my fingers, it hasn't locked up. All right. Let's bring this over here. Cool.
My sippy cup runneth.
Did we have the whole? Oh, there's half of it. Yeah. We should have some more of that. That's very Moorish.
I did not give you 500 mils of wine.
No. Yeah, that was like 350, maybe 400. But like, also you were sort of going poor, and I was like, okay, that'll do. I've got to have some. We've got to get the Stollen cake on the go in a minute.
It's only half and half. It's fine.
Yes. Cool. Right, let's knock off these LEDs then. Oh, I need my solder.
Did you get any special fancy solder, like you were meaning to?
Not specifically.
So I know you were saying about, you need much thinner solders and different
Oh
melting
yeah,
temperatures and
I
things
do
like
have that. I'm currently I use Mechanic brand solder, and this is 0.3 mil. So yeah, I'm using thin solder these days. Mechanic stuff is great. A lot of people are like, oh, it's cheap Chinese. I'm like, it works.
Is it an actual brand?
Yes. Yeah, you can find it on AliExpress, which is why I like it. So, because the problem with recommending stuff is recommending stuff that people can buy in their region. Yeah. And the great thing about it being available on AliExpress is it means that everyone can buy it. Okay, right, let's knock this guy off. I'm just going to hit and run this. Be gone. Okay, right. I'm going to need
that one.
Get the thin. Let's get the mega fine tweezers out. All right. Just getting the copium out now, but this is my little finger, so this is the scale we're working on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you there for a sec, and if I look at the side of these LEDs, there we go, you can see it's got a green mark on the bottom. And you can see the silk screen says K at the lower point and A at the top. So that's anode at the top and cathode at the bottom. So the cathode is the negative and the anode is the positive. So that's how we know which way around it goes. And then let's refocus. And so now on this guy, if I don't know why I said ow, if I flip that over.
It's too thick.
Ow! And it's gone. I'll get out another LED. It's a good thing we got spares of these bad boys, because that's not going to be the first time that happens, I don't think. All right. Please turn over. I just want to see the bottom. I just want to talk. There we go.
I just want to see your bottom. I just want to talk.
Shush. As you can see, this one also has a green stripe indicating that that is the cathode and that is the anode. So I'm going to put that sideways like that. I'm going to put that sideways like that. There we go. All right.
Open.
Here we go, and I'm just going to do that. Right, how's that? Nope. Ah! I think I managed to flip that around then. God, I need a PCB holder right now.
Imagine.
It's fine. You know what's... Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'm not desperate yet. Chat, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, right, look. The pads don't reach all the way to the bottom. That's why it didn't solder down that time. So I need to get some big old solder blobs on there for this to work. The circuit board itself is sticky where the white backing was there. So that is making this really awkward to deal with. The solder blob. Le solder blob. This is why I'm not a micro solderer and why I won't work on phones. Because heck that noise.
So Graham.
Hello.
How goes the spreadsheet of your tools?
I want to talk about something else.
But Farphone wants to talk about the equipment used in your latest video.
It's true. There is a work in progress spreadsheet in the Discord. Also, I need to rob the one from IT Jungle. Ah, come on. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Right, let's have a look at that.
Do not worry, I will enhance your performance with a sippy cup of Ribena.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, right, we've got the cathode. The anode looks a little bit sketchy. Right, is that anode actually on? That's good enough. That's good enough. If I just touch up that anode, I think we're good. Right. All right, I need to solder blob that. You know, if I tin the back of the LED first, I think this would be a lot easier. That's got to be it. All right. Checking again. There we go, that's pretty good. That's good enough. However, it's the wrong way around. At some point it's flipped over. Is the chat screaming at me?
No,
Okay.
luckily.
Probably because that's only just been visible. However, yeah, it's the wrong way around. Whew, okay. That's fine. I've done it once, I can do it again.
It's okay, everyone will now scream in chat.
Oh, that's rude. Am I sure about that? No, I think that was the right way around. Hold on a minute.
Do I know what's going on? Am I sure?
Right. You can see the splash of green at the top. Also, the cathode is bigger on an LED. And you can see that the lower part there at the top of the screen is larger. And if
If you say so.
All right, the top of the T points to the cathode. I think it was the right way around. I think no, the T is misleading. I'm being punked. Right, we're going that way around.
It's funny looking at this on the choice of the two monitors we have and just being like, oh, look, I can either look at the Philips and be like, fuzz. Or I can look at the Dell and just be like, oh, yes, sharp relief.
I'm cooking this LED a little bit, but they can take a bit of punishment. Like, worst case scenario is I'm discoloring it slightly, and I don't super care. All right.
The degrayer worked a bit too well.
I think that's good enough. I'm going to test that.
Yes, the LED's just there. I'll tell you what you want to know. What do you want to know?
Right, I'm going to steal this.
I don't know what it was, but it was me. All of it.
Right. And
Uh-oh.
Right, it should be that way round, but it's not lighting up when I touch the pads, so it's not soldered on properly. The LED isn't dead, but it's not soldered on properly. Damn. Okay, that's fine.
Do not worry, LED. There's more.
I'm going to hit it with a little bit of flux and just reflow. Oh no.
I'm just going to touch this up, he says.
Damn. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's how you cook it. Don't do that. All right.
Your tip seems massive.
Yeah, I have got a smaller tip, but I don't think that's actually going to help me here. The issue is that I need the solder to climb because I'm trying to mount a component sideways. Like, yeah, the lower one is in place, but the upper one I'm not sure about. If I just pile some more solder into that might take. We'll clean this up in a second. It'll look a lot better.
I just blob into place.
Basically, yeah. That's it. That's what I want.
Nice to see some solder.
Gonna solder it on. All right. Are you alcohol? Yes, you are.
Yes, that's the sippy cup.
I don't mean the glue wine either. All right. Let's try and just... If the toothbrush knocks it off, then it wasn't on properly in the first place.
Oh no.
Right, how's that? There we go. Right. There we go. Right, that is soldered on properly now. Okay, right. Now the question is, do I try... I'm going to come over there for a bit. Right, now the question is, do I try and do 6 of those and then put it all back together again? Or do we do a quick reassembly now and just see if that works?
Do another one. Oh my god.
What?
The smell is so good.
The smell.
Yeah. No. I am not rustling.
The package is rustling, yeah.
But I have noise suppression.
Oh, yeah. Whack.
Because I turned on the noise suppression.
Oh, I see. Nothing.
So I fixed the LEDs and...
That would have been pretty embarrassing if I'd actually just crunched that then, but yeah. How much are you cutting off? Oh, you just cut... yeah, is that just the portion we're going to consume today? Fine.
No, I was going more for a... You always cut into it and then eat towards the ends, because then you can put the ends together because they'll be the same size.
Okay.
Whereas if you cut from the end, the sizes are different.
Understood. Yeah.
So you can't repiece it.
I'll let you... You seem to have a plan, so I'll let you carry on. The way Cara was caressing this pie. It's a Stollen cake. It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
What?
It's SpongeBob.
Okay. I was like, it's either SpongeBob or Attila.
Did we test the LCD with the torch? Not specifically, but we have seen the LCD working.
How?
All right, I'm gonna take a small amount of this, and then right. I think I should just go full bore and put 6 LEDs on that, and just go no balls, you know. I'm tempted to get out the hot tweezers, but I don't know if they're going to help on something like this.
Isn't that what they're for?
Technically, yeah.
Doing 2 things at once.
I mean, I'll try the hot tweezers and I'll see if they're better.
I will happily remain over here with this Stollen.
Outstanding. Okay. Alright, I'm getting the hot tweezers out. Oh, that didn't work very well. I need to wet the sponge.
Were you wetting it with alcohol?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward putting the hot tweezers into my brass wool. So I actually use a wet sponge for them. Okay, right. Stop. Work. All right. Her.
Oh, look, the T's much bigger on this one.
Yeah, so the T is pointing. Oh no, it's so misleading because you can see that tinge of oh yeah, no, that's correct. Right, hang on a sec. So the T points toward the cathode. Yeah, all right. Please come off the tweezers now. I just stop. Okay, there we go. Right, let's put some fresh solder onto the pads. Nice. Come on, up you go.
Luckily, due to the wonders of noise suppression, there are no mastication noises.
Ooh. I'm going to scream softly.
But I have no mouth.
Okay, right. Yeah, I might actually have to unbend these tweezers though. Oh, oh. This is times where just a binocular microscope would be such a godsend because, yeah, no depth perception, which makes, because I'm working upright, that makes this a lot harder than it needs to be. There are certain times where I don't care about not having a binocular microscope, but this is one of the times where depth perception would be a boon. Oh, no, the hot tweezers are not helping here. It's just two things I'm trying to control instead of one. Also, I'm going to just tape down the board.
Fast up. Okay.
It's fine. This is the crap. This is the crap tape I'm using here. Whew.
As well, in fact, I didn't see that you'd found it.
Yeah.
It's like, there's tape here. Hoi hoi. Hello, Paige.
Hello.
You join us at a minor moment of frustration.
There we go. Right. Now the heckin' board isn't moving around anymore. All right, here we go.
But you said you were fixing your tweezers.
I'll fix your tweezers in a minute.
I don't have any tweezers.
Well, they'll be easy to fix then, won't they?
Why are you going to give me some? So how are you going to fix them?
I'll give you these ones.
I was terribly sorry. Suddenly I'm busy.
All right. Why aren't you going into the solder? Sit down. Right. There we go. In an ancient Lewis Rossman video, he was deliberately trying to stand a component up in order to avoid a short in the board. He was deliberately tombstoning something, which means to make it stand upright. And he was quoting a Radiohead song called Stand Up, Sit Down. So he's literally just very slowly trying to solder this thing onto the board, going, stand up, sit down. And yeah, I'm thinking about that a lot right now. Whoops. Okay, let's try my luck with that. Right.
Jump up and get down.
That is less trendy, but I'll allow it. Right, and our survey says... Cool. And as you can see, because I'm energizing the parallel rail, both the LEDs light up because they're in parallel. Cool. All right. Whew. I'm taking a break and I'm coming over there for more Stollen. Please serve me Stollen. What are you doing?
Na, 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 na. Standing here eating the Stollen, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'll put more flux on it.
I have the easy part.
Whoop. Oh.
Please put the Stollen in your kicking hole.
Oh, I just bit my lip, you monster. You're okay. Also unbend the tweezers. I'll unbend your tweezers in a minute. Right.
There's a lot of threats of violence towards tweezers.
Okay. What condition are my other tweezers in? Ah, okay, right. I'll simply use my actually bent tweezers. Haha. Now who's the smart one? These ones are supposed to be bent. Checkmate, liberals. Okay.
Cracks in traces? What cracks in cracks in traces?
Right, we're done with you guys. Hot tweezers aren't helping right now. Right, hit and run this guy off the board. Die. All right. The LED. Right, and let's tin up these pads. Hello, there we go. Massive solder blobs. And I'm going to try and tin the LED. No. 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 Okay. Good enough.
I've now soldered this to the other side of the board.
Yes, I have.
Thank you for the €10 Selfman. Merry Christmas and to new tweezers.
Okay. Right. Have I got you the right way around? Nope, you need to turn. All right. And stand up.
Apparently they finally discontinued the Steam Deck LCD.
Fair enough.
That makes sense, given that the OLED was just
down. I'm going to fix it.
better in every regard.
Yeah. Was the LCD available at like a cheap price or something?
But it's just... I'm surprised that they were still manufacturing it, if they were.
Oh, I see what you
mean.
mean.
For so long.
Yeah.
Because the OLED had a better CPU, a better GPU, because it was on a
newer product.
One node more, further on.
Yeah.
Therefore, it also had better battery life, slightly better performance. So yeah.
That needs a solder blob. All right, I think that's on. Let's check it. We might not get illumination this time because I'm now trying to power 3 LEDs in parallel from the multimeter. Nope, there we go.
Yay!
That's all in. Good. Right, that's one side done.
Excellent.
Right, I'm going to get a cotton bud out. I called the cotton bud a Q-tip in the video, and everyone got mad at me about that as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're one of them.
I'm sorry, it's just that's what everyone calls them. That was the familiar term.
Are they made by the brand Q-tip?
I don't know, there might be. Someone sent them in. Probably not.
You're one of those people, aren't you, who when they go and vacuum the floor, they say they're hoovering it. And then whip out a Dyson.
I'm going to transit these goods up to another country or city or whatever.
Yes.
But transit is also a brand name. Oh.
Yeah, but it was also a verb.
Yeah, there's a joke in there somewhere. All right.
I'm going to Xerox these papers.
That one I do not understand.
Why?
Because, like, Xerox is a really, like, complicated word. Whereas, like, I mean, I guess it's still fewer syllables than photocopy.
But it was also a case of Xerox was the company that first sold photocopiers. At least in America land.
That's fair, yeah.
As far as I understand. So,
Yeah. Okay, right. Unsticks board from the desk. How high are those sticking up? That high. And the other ones are much lower. So, however, I don't think we've got a height problem. Because, yeah, like, at a casual glance, I think even though these LEDs are sticking up taller, I think we're going to be okay. So, I'm going to keep going. I need to move the tape. Hold on, folks.
I must retape.
What's the stream timer on, just out of interest? I feel like I'm taking way too long. And I am, but, like, come on, man. I'm soldering
1
this
hour.
in 1 hour, really?
59 minutes.
Oh, okay.
11.
2
12,
hours then. All right, that's fine.
13.
Get out of here. All right, I'm just going to hit and run all of these off right now.
You leave now.
Can't park that there. All right.
Can't park there, mate.
Good. Right. All right. Here we go. Right. Blob of flux. See, I know everyone is just like, flux, you need flux. Flux isn't always your friend when you're trying to do crimes like this, because the flux is going to make the solder try and bead up on pads, which normally would be a good thing, but I need the solder to climb in a blob up to the LED. And if the flux is making the solder pool up into a ball, then it won't climb the gap that I need it to climb. So flux isn't necessarily, like, it helps a little bit, but, like, too much flux would be more of a hindrance here, is what I'm trying to say.
Does it also not help just by keeping it on the board?
Yeah, it does do that a little bit. So yeah, like, absolutely we want a little bit of flux, but there's a reason why I don't always drown everything in flux. Heck, come on. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right, that might be good enough. I'm going to test it. It's not good enough. Okay, that's fine. Le solde blurb. Alright, that's gotta be good enough. There we go. That lit up. It's messy because of the flux, and like the lens looked like it darkened then, and like every time we touch it with the soldering iron we will discolor the lens a little bit, but the burnt flux is what is making it look really discolored, and we'll wipe that up in a minute. It's not as bad as it looks, is what I'm saying.
It is not.
Right, that's the last of that one. I've only dropped one of these LEDs, thankfully, and we have more, so we're all good. Right, the T points to the cathode, so it's the right way around.
Is it?
Gonna...
Pew!
Come on. Ooh, boy.
Get on the board.
Right. That is ever so slightly crooked, but man, I don't give a crap. Anyone who tells me, oh, it's not straight, show me how good you are at soldering. There we go. Big solder blobs. I'm not being defensive, you're being defensive. All right, cathode and anode. Yep, there we go. That's that guy done. Right, we've got one more to go. I'm coming over there for Stollen. Be ready. This is too big. Make it smaller.
How is this too big?
I mean, I guess I could have some. All right. It's going to take me ages. I'm a slow eater. You 180'd the board. K is top now. You're wrong, because I tested it and it worked.
Oh no! Oh no! I have a shop filled with suspicious white powder.
I've got white powder all over me. Can you mute me for a sec so I can like pat myself down? Alright. Thank you. Oh, the board. Oh, no. So the silk screen is upside down.
That says K. There.
However, K is still at the bottom.
That says A there.
I'm still putting the cathodes low. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, no, you know, I think he's right.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Hang on a sec. I'm going to eat this and then we're going to double check and look. William says it's good, yeah. Yeah, I'm putting the cathode at the bottom of the screen, which is correct, yeah. Because the silk screen is reversed, it's very confusing. But yeah, I'm putting the cathode toward the bottom of the screen. However, also because they're doing anode cathode for each of the LEDs, you have to look really closely to differentiate which one is which. When I clean up all of the flux, we'll see it, and it'll look correct. All right.
It will.
All right. Where's the other LEDs? There they are. Whoop. For those of you who've tuned in halfway through, this is my little finger. This is really freaking small. All the people who work on mobile phones are like, ha ha ha, that's cute. I know. Give me a break, man. Ah, this LED's got a frosted lens on it. I bet it's going to look slightly different. Hopefully it won't matter. Ah! Has that turned? Yes, it did. Sorry I'm just off shot, but I've got to unstick the board from the desk to fix that, and I'm not going to. All right, put some massive solder blobs on that. I think that's just off the pads, but Come on, solder blob. See, again, this is where the flux is actually worse because the flux is stopping it from building a pillar. Might be it. Let's try it. I should move that, but if it lights up, it's good enough. Yeah, it's very faint. Let me turn off the light. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's not as bright, but by the time they're actually, we're pumping a minute amount of current into them. Sorry for the flash there, folks. By the time that's actually being lit up by the correct circuit current, hopefully they will be reasonably matched. It's a shame I dropped one of them, so we've just got one of them that's not correct, but whatever. Hopefully there'll be enough light here that it won't matter. All right. Good enough. All right. It's a masterpiece. Work of art, like I bought one. Okay, so if I just turn that sideways so we can look at the back of the LEDs. Okay, there we go. So the T is pointing to the cathode. And as you can see on the silk screen, the anode is at the bottom and the cathode is at the top. So anode low, cathode high, which is correct. And on the other side, anode high, cathode low, and the T is pointing low. So those should all be the correct way around. Wow, that's... We tested that. I must have knocked that. There's no way that's soldered on.
Wireless transmission.
Oh, it's just caught it at the front though. Oh, am I going to touch it?
No.
Okay. That's not on properly, but I'm going to send it. We're sending it. All right, we're done with the microscope. Demicroscope us.
I'm busy hiding the white powder.
It's all over the floor. Whew. All right. Okay. Right, let's have La Bench Cam. That'll do. Right. So this needs to go on as straight as I can muster. Oof. This is gonna suck. Right, how's that? That's not straight. You're too long. I know I'm covering everything here, but I need to do a little bit of precision for a moment. Doing anything from camera, doing anything on camera is always this horrifying balance of being able to use your hands freely, but also trying to show people what the hell you're doing. Okay, right. Cool. Just going to press those ends down. because we need the LEDs to actually poke over the top of this paper. It's actually more of a sort of a plastic or a mylar, but whatever. There we go. Right, now the diffuser goes on. Ooh. Right, the diffuser's got this silver tape on the bottom, and that silver tape wants to go under the lenses of the LEDs, and that ain't happening. That's just not happening with the way I've mounted these LEDs. So I could probably cut it actually. So let me grab my knife, which is where it is there. All right, so this is ridiculous what we're doing here, but like I said, if we found a replacement module, which I'm sure exists, it would cost a couple of dollars. There's not a doubt in my mind that we could find one on AliExpress, and all of this is not worth the hassle. However, sometimes we fix things not because it's worth it, but like to test our skills. If anyone has ever watched Naruto, this is why Sasuke killed his family.
What?
If you've seen Naruto, you understand. Also, it wasn't Sasuke, it was... shit. Someone who was Sasuke's brother. Itachi. This is why Itachi killed his family.
Wasn't Itachi a frog?
He was also a character from Naruto.
Okay.
And the entire motivation for Sasuke's character. Alright. Fixing stuff makes you feel alive. Yeah, okay. That's a strong way of putting it, but yeah, I'll give you that. Alright. Now it fits into place. He says, not fitting it into place. Ooh, just.
Great hair cam. Go.
Oh, sorry, folks. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right, and for those of you just joining in, we're fixing a 16 by 2 line character LCD module where the backlight has failed. So we've just replaced the LEDs in the backlight. Man, that's really heavily smoked. I'm assuming that's deliberate because it's an inverted display. The characters are white and the back is black, so that's why it looks so dark. Right, have I put anything on the back? Kind of. Just going to gently wipe down the back of that. This isn't going to be perfect and there's going to be a speck of dust in there, but whatever. All right. Oh no.
What?
I don't know which way up it goes.
Why does it matter?
I'm pretty sure it probably matters. Right. Okay, so has anyone people can live rewind the VOD. The way we'll know is one end of the LCD has got this little bump on it. That's how we know which way round it goes. So which end was that little bump on? I mean, yeah, the problem is in order to test it, I've got to solder it onto the board. It's not that much work to turn it around if I get it wrong. So, yeah, okay, I think we can send it and just... We've got a 50-50 chance. Bump is on connector side. Wow, that was fast. All right.
To the mod!
Yep. All right, Neil Beaumont, if you're correct, then you win...
At least 11 cookies.
Yeah.
Internet cookies.
Yeah, you win internet cookies. All right, so I've now got to close this bad boy on it. So that's got a hole in the side. Oh, actually, this might corroborate Oh, I don't think it will actually, because this is symmetrical other than that hole. That hole obviously goes around the bump, so that's going to go on like that. Right. And I'm assuming that this is going to fit so precisely that it locates everything in place. Let's flip that off a second, just fit this into here. Oh, the backlight just came with it. I'll fit that back on in a second. Come on, get in there. Are you okay? The crowd has fallen deathly ill. I mean silent. Alright. This has also got a bump sticking out of it, but I can't see anything that locates to that. So, oh, that goes the other way up. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that actually goes that way up, and that's how it locates. I assumed the silver side goes down, but the silver tape is actually there just to reflect light back down onto the backing. So that's now the correct way around anyway. All right, so bump goes toward the connector, and I'm interpreting this as the connector. So that's going to go on like that. Cool. All right, so now we get the tweezers. And hopefully all of this should provide enough pressure to keep those zebra strips down. All right, there we go. That is reassembled. Got some smudges on it, but we'll just wipe those off. It's not going to be perfect. I guess I'll wipe the inside of the actual casing, but whatever. Okay, it's an alphanumeric display. Oh, have I knocked a... All right, we've got a little bit of correction that needs doing there. You can see where the backlight isn't sitting down properly there. That needs to be fixed. So I'm going to come in there with the knife. Oh, that's just not sticking down right. Because there's nothing to actually clamp that down. Ooh. How can we make that stay down? I could put a little bit of super glue on that, which will hold it down, but that will need a little bit of time to cure. Did I alcohol the pads? I didn't, and I should have. You're right. I think I'm kind of committed to this right now. You know what? I'm just going to send it, and let's see what we get. If there's some small adjustments that need to be done with that, it will melt the plastic. Yeah, it'll be okay. Tiny amount, teeny tiny amount. Is that silver foil conductive and risking shorting the LEDs? Well, it's on the top now, so that's not a problem. However, that's another reason why it should have been on top. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to send it. Let's see what we get. Small adjustments and fixes can be done after the fact. Oof. Right, just going to do a little bit of clearing up here.
Here's my clearing up. Off.
Be gone. Right. Okay. Whew. Do you not need them bits to direct the light into the lens? Yes. However, what might happen here is that we have an uneven backlight. However, an uneven backlight can be fixed. And if we see an uneven backlight, but we see a backlight, then we still win because we've achieved the primary objective, and then I can just sort that out later. Right. Oh, I kind of want the... I need to tidy up the pads on this thing. Right. soldering iron, solder. Yeah, we'll have some flux as a special treat.
And just continually rake it across the top.
Oh, that's all glue. Okay, I don't care about that. Right. Yeah, we might have to rake this back on. I would rather not. I would like to do this single pin. I could pull the wires apart in order to single pin solder it. Let's see how we go. Right, which way round did that go? That went that way round. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck so much. Okay, I can't really show what I'm doing. I'm just trying to poke wires in right now. No, but abandon that. I'm gonna split the pins up. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go in and just split the pins with some cutters. There's probably a solution to this, but this also works. I tell you what I should have done actually is just wick the holes clear. And now I'm like, God damn it, why didn't I stop for just a little bit longer and think of that? That would have been an awful lot easier, but now we're doing this. Yeah, why not clean the holes? Yes, I'm sorry, William. I thought of that when I'd already committed to this. All right, that's going to go that way around. Red goes on the right. Let's see. Let's do that, maybe. Okay. Oops. I should get some tweezers. I'm going to get some tweezers in a sec. Damn it. Try not to stick my head under the camera. Hold on. I'm going to push the camera back, and then if you angle it, if you counter angle it, then I can stick my head over the top again. And I'm going to get some tweezers. There we go. Thank you. Right, if I do that, is my head in the way?
No.
Cool. Two. Three. Four. Five, I think. Probably. Oh, come on. Six. Hold on a sec. Have I got more pins than wires? I need to look at that to see if I put two into one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've missed a pin. Oh yeah, I see what I've done. Yeah, that's fine. I flop that down like that. There we go. Everyone's watching me struggle here, and I know it's not super exciting to watch someone fumble, but I'm nearly there. Hairy nostril cam. This is the moment for 2x speed. Real. This is why I don't do live repairs. All right. Right, where did I miss a wire? Oh, there apparently. Or I can't count, one of the two. Either way, you go in there. You go in there. And whoop. You go in there. All right. Whew.
Did it?
Cool. All right. All right. And if I put the LCD in upside down, then it's that one guy's fault who told me I put it the right way up.
What's the wrong way up?
The actual LCD itself, the glass. Right. Cool. Right, we should just be able to plug this in and test it now. I'll just... Yeah, like there's no... that. If I just plug that into the subwoofer and turn it on, it should light up. Everything else is connected. So, yeah.
Excellent.
All right, here goes nothing then, I guess. Good luck, everyone. Also, I'm going to just quickly sweep up all of the suspicious white powder because it's annoying me having to step on it. Right. Okay. Right, that is off. Plugging in. And turning on. All right. We have a standby LED on the front. Just see a splash of red there. And that should be the on button, I assume. Hey! Those are white! Okay, right. It's lit up, but we have no display. Yeah, I'm guessing that I think the display is the wrong way around. Okay, let's turn that off again. This is going to look really odd because, yeah, those LEDs weren't white, they were blue. So, yeah. Okay, right, so what we need to do now, I'm going to turn that off, then we just need to remove that, flip it over and put it back on again.
Nice.
However, the LEDs are working, so that was a good start.
Mm. Almost.
Whoop. I think LCDs are pretty robust, and I don't think it'll damage. I don't think it will be damaged in the short term. There we go. There's one.
And then the one your thumb's covering. Your thumb is covering one.
Oh, yes. I was like, my thumb is here. Wait, I have two thumbs.
Two thumbs! Oh my god!
Caradog's like, God, I can't wait to go home. Wow, I have hands. They can touch anything but themselves. Oh, wait, never mind. Come on. All right. Are you coming out? Oh, that one at the bottom is holding on. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. I'm so close to victory. Oh, I'm so close to winning right now. Maybe. There we go. All right. Okay, so either the LCD was the wrong way around or the LCD doesn't work, possibly because it doesn't have enough clamping force. Whatever. Let's flip it over and see what happens. Expected. Oh, come on. Are you not entertained?
Alcohol cleaning?
Yeah, you know what? Right, so we tried the bump toward the connector. We're going to try the bump away from the connector. Let's take that off. Yeah, no, we should, yeah. I think it'll be okay, but just for posterity.
Yeah. You possibly want to cut the white bit just so it goes flat.
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. We'll lose some light, but I think that's probably less light than we'll lose by having the corners sticking up. It's kind of a commitment to... Yeah. If I wasn't live on cam, just literally a tiny speck of super glue underneath there would stick it down, and I would just leave it like that for 10 minutes, and then it would stay down. But yeah, double-sided tape. I don't have any. I'm fresh out, unfortunately. I have, like, legitimately have run out. Fine, I'm going to cut it. Send it. Not sure that that's going to help. I think the rest... Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Because the lens should hold it down anyway, and I think that's doing more harm than good. Right, I just need to blow dry the alcohol from that. All right. God, that lens is a pain in the ass. It keeps moving out of place. I've knocked an LED loose. All right. Come on. Come on.
I was going to say, everyone is saying that the screen goes the opposite way around to how you have it now.
Are we sure? Rewatched, the bump goes toward the connector. Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for that. So in which case, maybe we were just getting a bad connection. Either that, or I've killed the display. Which was a scenario that I was kind of expecting. Which is why I was saying we should look for spares first. All right, hold on. Right. Let me hyperfocus for a sec to get this to sit down correctly. Right, you get in there. Bless you.
Oh, dear.
Come on. these metal flanges are not super straight, so it's fighting me to go back on now. There we go. Right. That's on. Yeah, the backlight isn't remotely sitting flat. It's really fighting me, which is a problem. Oh, balls. Come on. It needs to be glued down properly, but gluing it takes some time. Come on. Get up. There we go. Right. You get down. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm off shot at the moment, but right now I'm just trying to make it sit down. We're not going to get a perfect result on this, but what I want to do is just see it work, so I can go, look, proof of concept. This is how it would work. If I was not rushing and if I had time, we could make this work properly. Come on, there we go, there we go. Right, let's just bend that down.
Here's my special applicator.
Yeah. Some micro smudges or micro scratches on the backlight reflector are not going to matter for this because we have a PPI of 2, you know? So yeah. All right.
There are pixels. There are inches.
Okay, right. Here we go. Let's bend the flanges.
Yes. Yes, the control box for a Logitech Z 5400.
Yeah, zebra strips like this can be mega fussy. So like it's entirely possible that I will never get those zebra strips to seat properly and it just won't work properly, or we'll have bad segments and stuff like that. But again, that's why at the very beginning of this stream I was like, let's look up how much one of these costs, because I was half expecting to kill this in the process of trying to fix it. And it's entirely possible that that is what has happened. The fact that the LEDs light up shows proof of concept, and just with practice you could probably do this. This is doable. I just didn't achieve that goal. So let's try again. All right. Plug in. Power on. You could probably find it on AliExpress. Yeah, we haven't looked at AliExpress yet, but here we go. Bam. Still no display. Yeah. Oh, we might have some solder bridges there. Hold on. There might be some solder bridges on the soldering. Okay. Ah, hey! Ooh, okay. Stop. Right, the LCD lit up, but the backlight didn't. So I instantly turned it off just in case there was a short circuit or something like that. And yes, I think we have another bridge there.
You're only allowed one working at a time.
Always two there are. A master and apprentice. I don't know why I'm relating it to that. Something about balance or whatever. Okay, right, I'm going to look real close at that. there are no bridges.
You are my brother.
Okay, right. Everyone tell me I'm really cool. There you go.
You did it.
It's now blue.
And do you know what?
What?
This is back to your first ever mods.
Yes. Okay, I need to explain that joke. The earliest mods that I ever did was to put blue LEDs in everything because I thought that was super cool. Like my optical mouse, blue LED. My keyboard caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock lights, blue LEDs. Just anything that had an LED in it, replace it with a blue LED. And I've inadvertently put blue LEDs in this, except for the top left. So, oh, we're missing one. One doesn't work. That was the one that was really questionable. You know what? If I just touch that with the soldering iron, I can make that work. One last ride. I can make it work. Yeah, that was the flaky one. One last ride. Stand by, everyone. I'd say we're going double or nothing, but considering we've got one white LED in there, that doesn't really work. Also, oh my god, can you stop? You're scooping up white powder and sort of going, literally like you're trying to get the last bit of ketamine off the table. Okay, right. Which was it? It was that one there, I think. Oh my gosh. Good luck trying to get this on. There we go. It's that guy there. Right, here we go.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I need more solder in there. Hold on. I'm just coming over for the solder spool so I can stick a blob in there. Originally green. They were originally white. And I thought we were putting white LEDs on, but I was wrong. There we go. There it is. Whew. All right.
Excellent. Now only that one lights up.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So we've got 3 LEDs there, and we've got 3 LEDs there. Right, it's kind of rough. You can see, can you see where the light pipe has jumped out of place there? So yeah, the light pipe has jumped out of place and we're getting an uneven backlight there. So that's why it's kind of dim on this side. But yeah, proof of concept though. I'm not going to put this back together right now because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a tiny, I'm going to apply it with a needle kind of thing. Some needle amounts of super glue onto the back of the LCD to stick it down to the PCB, and then bam, that'll work. So yeah. And yes, the top left will look brighter because it's a white LED and the rest are all blue LEDs. So we're going to have some uneven lighting, but I'm not taking that apart again. It's a 20-year-old pair of speakers. They're not worth anything. I don't care. I don't care.
You did it.
Buy double-sided tape. I will do because I need some anyway, but yeah. Damn it. It's the end of it, so I can't. It's cold. Now it just tastes like cough syrup. Whew. We'll use a glossy shipping label. Some kind of sticky thing, I guess. Okay, right. Let me have a quick look at what I've got on the bench. Yeah. Nah, I got stretch release tape, but that's not going to be any good here. I've got double-sided tape at home. I just don't have any on the counter. So yeah, I'm going to super glue it. Whoop. How the hell am I gonna clamp it though? I might wait until I've got some double-sided tape actually. Yeah, I think I will because I've no idea how I'm going to clamp it down once I super glue it.
Stick a spudger all the way through it.
Yeah, I guess just wedge it in. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, okay. Let's get the glue in there. So I'm going to put some glue in there. Actually, you know what? Just putting, so where are they? There, and there are holes in the PCB, and that is where the locator pins of the light pipe stick through. So if I flood those holes if I put some super glue in there and then bring it down, I just have to tape it down somehow temporarily until the glue cures and we'll be good. So just going to surround it with this, so now when it lays down on the PCB it doesn't short out against anything.
End up gluing it to the PCB.
More worried about just the metal frame. Right. You and you. There we go. Because I'm just putting a tiny little blob on the two holes, I don't need to be super precise. Right, and what happened to that plastic spudger that I kicked to the floor earlier on? I did put it back up on the bench. Where did it go? Because that would be perfect right now. That's fine, I have many more. I'm going to get another one. Have I got one that isn't covered in paste? No, doesn't matter though. Yeah, don't know what happened to that. Oh, there it is. There we go. So here's something that's not conductive. Right, so just wedging that up, and I'm just going to touch that. And now I need to get the other side. Ooh, it's going to be a struggle to get down. See, I should have done this before reassembly, but whatever. Where's the other one? There it is. I need 3 hands. Sorry if I'm covering everything with my hands.
Ah!
Yeah. Trying to walk this thing down. Ooh, can I grab it with the dentist pick? Yeah, okay. Hopefully I didn't put a massive scratch on the back of the LCD just then. Okay, right. And once again, I'm just going to just touch the glue there just to make sure it sticks into place. Now, can I shove that in there? And shove that one in the other end? Right, so I'm just shoving these in to wedge the light pipe against the back of the PCB. And now we just need to wait like 10 or 15 minutes and that should cure. Or, well, it will cure enough that I can let go. Turn it off, that's for cowards. When you reach for your drink and you're like, oh, damn it. This was the point where I'd be like, that's for cowards. Drinks more wine. But that's it. Okay. Right. Crazy glue dries really fast. Yeah, or enough to be sort of, you can let go enough anyway. So yeah, UV light it. Could do. Does CS glue respond to UV light?
No, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just cyanoacrylate. I sent another link for the labels. Very well. Glue with UV light.
Maybe.
Instant cure, clear cyanoacrylate adhesive. Yeah, I guess so.
It's good. The good one because it's German.
That quick and hardening. All right.
The epochs hard and hand worker. Ragtaba.
All right, I'm getting the UV light.
Unleash the death ray.
I mean, it's UVB. It's not that interesting, but, you know.
Why can't I smell ozone?
I can't get both ends at the same time. There we go. Is that looking cool on camera? Wow, that cloth is really fluorescent. Yeah, there we go. Right. Cool. What's the stream timer on?
3 hours.
To 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, we've got 5 minutes to wrap up there. All right. Activator alcohol? Are you sure? I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know my chemistry enough. That seemed like a solvent being an activator for glue sounds wrong to me, but then also if the solvent dissolves whatever it is that is keeping the glue liquid, then sure. Water in the alcohol. This is like 99% isopropyl, so yeah, I'm not sure about that. Hello, I return. Greetings. Google it. You Google. Okay, sorry.
I got out of hand and I spoke out of turn.
Right, that's had a polite 2 minutes or something. Let's move it over to the other one.
How's the going going? The going is going.
The going is going. I fixed it. Yeah, just about. It's got 5 blue LEDs and 1 white LED, but you know who's counting. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Right, I'm going to quickly just poke the side that I've cured and just see. Oh yeah, I think that did a pretty good job actually. That's still a little bit gooey. Yeah, I think the UV light is doing a good job of that. Like, this isn't specifically, this isn't like, what's the word? The cure stuff you put on top of stuff. This isn't like solder mask or anything like that. But this is just crazy glue. But yeah, apparently UV will activate crazy glue pretty good.
Nice.
Did the chocolates arrive? They sure did. Caradog, grab the chocolates. I take it this was your doing then, Quentin. I have 1 kilogram of Christmas festive chocolate foils. They're chocolate eggs. But that would imply that they're Easter. These are Christmas coded eggs. Thank you very much. I was greatly amused when I opened those and it was just like 1 kilogram of festive treats. So yes. The reason why we didn't bust them out this time around was I was like, God, there's so much icing sugar. Was that we needed to eat some of the Stollen cake, which I guess I'm taking home with me because, yeah, I'll eat Stollen over the weekend.
Sounds very good.
All right, let's have a poke at that again. Still a little bit gooey. Okay, a little bit longer. Right. E-chains that bond materials instantly. Moisture acts as the initiator, causing the liquid glue to cross-link and solidify into a hard, permanent bond, which is why it sets so quickly on skin or damp. Fair enough. Once the acetone leaves, the glue solidifies. Fair.
Do not superglue your fingers.
No. Very well. I'm tired and tired and inebriated. But I think we're near. I'm literally watching paint dry right now.
That's what it's come to.
But like a couple more minutes, and I can be like, look, it's done. So yeah. Porch pirates, that's a thing. Apparently so. Right. Fingernail polish remover or acetone will dissolve CA. Right. Poking it again. A slight bit gooey, but I think that's going to hold its position. There you go. That looks a lot more even now. You can see the bar along the top and the bottom where the backlight is. So, and looking, and also you can see the light pipe bar is actually flat against the PCB now. So yeah, nice. That's pretty good.
Excellent.
Yeah. And the top left being a white LED, like it's showing up slightly on camera. You can see that slightly whiter there, but like it mixes in reasonably well. That's not devastatingly noticeable. Like, yeah, if that had been like 1 green and 5 red LEDs, that I might have done it again. I might have been like, okay, I can't leave it like that. That's just horrendous. However, that's fine. And honestly, the blue color is probably period accurate anyway. So yeah, in a way, I'm kind of surprised it had white LEDs in the first place. And I'm actually starting to think, did it have white LEDs or am I imagining that? I thought it was white LEDs, but whatever, it's blue now. So yeah, okay, right. I'll put the covers back on, I guess, because that'll take a minute. I should probably turn it off.
Back together.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. So you go back in there. Oh, let's I don't think there's anything worth cleaning in there. That on the outside. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to full send it. If there's a speck of dust in there, so be it. It's an alphanumeric. Who cares?
See you again in 20 years.
No. Well, I'll see you again next year because, yeah. Yeah, next week will be the middle of the Christmas break, so we won't be here next week. And then the week after that, you reckoned you were away, weren't you?
I might be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you are, so be it. I will be. So, what day is 2 weeks from now?
Saturday.
Thanks. What date? Smart ass.
What day is it? Fucking Saturday, Graham.
It will be the 3rd. Okay, yeah. Right. If Caradog is not here on the 3rd, then I will be. so done with this asshole. Right. Put all these screws
One
back
guy
in.
talks trash, and then there's Graham fixing stuff. Oh, did you break the back of the casing?
Apparently, yes. Not surprising, but it's fine. Yeah, one of the screw threads just broke to a billion pieces as well, where just all of the plastic is brittle. So that's not the end of the world, but okay. Oh, maybe anyway. It might have just not been in far enough, actually. Try that again. Oh no, there we go. I'm not going to put that to the test because the plastic feels brittle, and these are just screwing into plastic. So like, I feel at any moment one of these is just going to start spinning, and I'm going to be like, oh, that's the end of that thread. I'll snot it back together. No. We've managed to avoid that. We've used a minimal amount of crazy glue so far in this repair. Okay, that's that. One more of those. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So those must have all been the bottom. Oh, I think that one's toast. Yeah. That one's toast. Yeah, okay. Can I see in there? Oh, actually, I don't think there must have been a screw there, but... Oh, no, there wasn't. It goes up the top. I see it. Good, I didn't break any threads. Cool, right. Jog dial.
Get knobbed.
Knob. Right, where is the... Bring this up and round. Oh, there's a little switch there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what that's for. Whack.
It unlocks the special mode. Plays all the sounds backwards. Allows you to hear the devil music in LPs.
It just does the THX noise.
Bang!
All right, that's you done. Right, have you clicked in? Good enough. Right, I don't think that's in any danger of coming out. AI switch, no!
I presume that it goes in the front first.
I presume it goes that way around, actually. Yeah, that's better. Cool. We're at a very strange camera angle right now. Sorry, everyone. I know, like, yeah.
I'm doing the best I can.
Understandable, if I'm honest. So, yeah. We're staying here now. Wasn't THX the sound company? THX is the sound company for a lot of things, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. I was about to... THX and Dolby are not the same, are they?
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
Pass. THX is a competitor to Dolby, unless I'm mistaken. Clean the case. Dust was relevant. Maybe. We're overtime at the moment, so I'm kind of just sprinting for the finish. I've lost a screw. All right, it's gone forever now. Quick scan, but not seeing. Losing interest. Nope. Okay, who cares? Right. What are you? Your alcohol? Where is the glass cleaner? Is over here.
Wow. Apparently Lucasfilm sold THX to Creative.
God, Creative was still going in 2012. I thought Creative stopped being relevant before that.
Lots of people needed their sound cards, okay?
Yeah. Because yeah, like at the time when you may as oh yeah, hang on a sec, we're nearly there. At the time when this thing was relevant, having a surround sound system for your PC was all the rage, and there were a couple of games that supported it. But yeah, this thing is, you know, THX. This thing is THX certified, you know, and Dolby certified as well. But yeah, like technically, you could have plugged this into your DVD player and had a certified Dolby surround sound setup for your home cinema setup, and it would be not terrible for a small home cinema setup, at least, you know. But then on the other hand, TVs were small back then as well, so that's not unreasonable.
Yeah, you had a massive 30-inch TV.
Yeah.
That weighed 30 kilos.
All right, there we go. That's pretty good. There we go. There's the glint for y'all. Nice. That's the best it's looked in a long time, actually. Hot damn. Yeah, I haven't seen it look that shiny for a hot minute. You can start seeing why, like, when I bought this back in 2005 and had like these surround speakers for my computer, and like the idea is that sat on your desk and was your volume dial and stuff like that. This was badass. That looked cool, you know. All right,
I'm cool.
Yeah. Well, what did you have back in 2005?
Some nice headphones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Whoop. Boop. Bam. All right. Optical 1. Optical 2. Coax. Direct. And for the direct effects, you can have stereo times 2, so that gives you, what, not quadraphonic sound, but basically it sends the stereo signal to the front and the back. So it gives you 4 speaker stereo. Or you can have Dolby Pro Logic, 6-channel direct if you're pumping out surround sound from your computer. And then it cycles back around to optical. So yeah, subwoofer, surround, center, volume. Nice. And yeah, effect. Yeah, that's what we did there. Then somewhere in here, settings. No settings for this effect. Yeah, somewhere like, you know, you can have it do a setup where it'll output pink noise, so you can set up all of your speaker alignment and stuff like that. But still, yeah, you can now see it. There we go. These are fixed. All right.
Better than outputting pink eye.
All right. Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah. I don't know if I was expecting to actually fix this today. I thought we were just kind of going to do a bit of an autopsy and probably order a new LCD for it. But you know what? That was not terrible.
Did it.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have yourselves a very Merry Christmas. I've enjoyed this stream in 7.1. You weren't even here. But thanks. We still love you. Yeah, right. Yeah, Merry Christmas and all that. See ya on Jan the 3rd, where at least I will be here. I don't know what I'll be here with, but I'll be here. If you want to hear more of my stupid voice, I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow at 7 PM UK time. It will be the finale of Gigasword, which is the Metroidvania I've been playing.
It's about a really big sword.
Yeah, it's a big sword. That's it. Videos next? No idea. I don't know what videos are going to be like over the next week or two. I did have another video in the pipeline, but I think I'm probably scrapping it because of complicated reasons that I'm not going to go into. So yeah, suffice to say, yeah, I don't know. Videos are probably going to be patchy, but whatever. I just put out a 1 hour video. What do you want from me? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're out of here. Bye.
Apparently, we've only been live 48 minutes.
That would be quite a trick.
Okay, YouTube Studio. Goodbye.
Thanks for all the super chats.
Goodbye. Bye, Bri. Ah!
Oh my god, we're not signed in. Verify that it's you. I'm going to scream. Check your Huawei P20. Ah! Where's my phone? No, I'm gonna go get the Huawei P20. Pin acquired for additional skill. Shot. All right. Are you trying to sign in? Yes, I'm trying to bloody sign in.
Someone just signed into your account.
Yeah, now all of my devices blow up saying someone's logged into the Adamant IT YouTube account. No, seriously, where is my phone? We'll find it soon, I guess. But
Oh,
yeah.
this one.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I looked over there but didn't see it. Right. Are we still live? Okay. Bye.